Today, we are having our first heel session with Appa. We've done everything in order. So first thing we did was make sure she had a solid understanding of recall and stay. We did that in multiple locations. We've added distractions. We have taken her off property and done our bump into boundary session where we make sure she's not doing any big behaviors like jumping, barking, pulling, running away, laying flat and refusing to move. All that stuff we get out of the way before we teach heel. We are not trying to teach heel to a dog who has other things in their mind. Okay, so finally we've arrived at heel day. So basically Josh is going to take that follow that we've started by continuing the recall and flipping it around and walking forward to create the heel. Heel is when a dog learns to walk at your left side, following your left leg, following your pace. She's going to be recalled off of me. This is difficult. A lot of times dogs won't want to recall if they're being pet by somebody else. When Josh recalls, I'm going to stop petting her and she'll run over to him. Good. So we're going to start walking forward and she's going to start learning about heel position. Now this was a big goal because she's a puller, and if you see, she's pretty big. She can pull you down. So we're closing in the box here. Anytime she moves out of heel position, collar turns on. She moves back, collar turns off. It's so simple and it's so clear to them. So she really can move out of that position as many times as she wants. We are not restraining her. We've got the long line on her, but we're not holding her in position. But the collar's going to turn on. So she gets to choose. Does she want the collar on or off? Does she want to receive praise? Does she want to receive affection? She's going to get that when she's in heel. So this is session 1 of probably, maybe 4 or 5 before we get that nice flawless heel that's pretty effortless. We always teach this off leash. That way her owners can pick up the leash if they want. They're walking in a busy area or their neighborhood, but they're not going to be constantly restraining. Look at that. Look at that. When she gets it right, heavy praise, heavy petting. And then remember, collar's off. So it's very clear. That was a rep right there. Well, she'll remember that as a picture in her memory of, hey, he liked this. Do this again. Good. You need clarity when training our dogs. We don't want to constantly be holding her back with a leash. Good girl.
Still filming me?
Yeah.
Oh.
So right now it's just a break in the session. He's encouraging her to sniff, go potty, explore, wander. We're trying to create that distinction between working and break time. We don't want her exploring and sniffing and pottying on heel time. We're trying to teach her when is appropriate to do that. See, he's kind of encouraging her to go out, sniff. So many dogs don't know how to use their break time because they're always constantly restrained with a leash. And this is a dog who used to run away and then play games when it was time to come back. So definitely teaching her how to use freedom safely instead of just running away and making us beg her to come back. Nice job. Look where she chooses to put herself. Choosing to put herself in heel, because that's where the reward history is. Nice job, Josh. Good girl. Stay and walk away. We always recap things we've taught in the past, just to make sure we're not skipping anything. We don't want her to recall to her name. I don't want to say Josh and he comes running over to me. I want to say her name and she looks and listens and says, yes, Julie. Yes, Josh.
I could have been asking her to be down.
Exactly. You could have just been saying good girl. We don't want her to recall to her name.
Good. Stay.
But it's such a common thing that dogs do because when they come here, their name means everything and it also means nothing.
Stay.
We want her to wait for the command.
Heel.
There's the command, and there's the successful rep. So the pattern is heel, tap the left leg and tap the tone and start walking. Every time she's shot forward, around, collar's on. Collar is off when she's next to the left leg. This is a puzzle she's got to figure out. She's actually enjoying this. They really, really, really like the one-on-one time, and then you can see it start to click when they get it. They're like, oh my gosh, their confidence goes way up. They feel good about themselves. They're enjoying the walk. It's a mental game. Good girl, look at that perfect position. We've created that. Everything leading up to this session has created that. Beautiful.
Good.
Look at that awareness he's created.
That is amazing.